wanted to do a reading out there, but it's so freaking windy out here. So freaking windy. So I started walking home, and I walked through this little community where there's bars and stuff and restaurants. And I was like, the thought came to mind. I feel like Spirit was telling me, Tiffany, sit down and eat somewhere. Or stop at a place and eat somewhere. Sit outside and do a reading. I'm like, all right. It's just so windy. So hopefully my car doesn't fly away. Meanwhile, I am waiting for my food. So I might have to stop at a moment's notice to go get my food. Alright, let's hurry up and do a reading. And who is this going to be for? Y'all, I was trying to give y'all the background. Like, there's the mountain right there. That's far in the back. But, yeah. Oh, Scorpio. So the message for today is for Scorpio. Let's get through this message because it's very windy and my food. I don't want to interrupt this message when my food is finished. Scorpio, what message do you have today? And the number on here is 8. So your birth date can be on the 8th. 8 could be an important number to you, or your life path number could be number 8. Something happened around the number 8. 8 o'clock. I know that. Let's get a message. Spirit, what divine messages do you have for the Scorpios for today? Spirit, what divine messages do you have for the Scorpios for today? I didn't pre-shuffle. I didn't do anything. This is very random, very sporadic reading. And I'm trying to hurry because my food is being made right now. And I gotta go and get it. Alright. Spirit, what divine message do you have for the Scorpios right now? So if y'all don't know, tomorrow is a full moon in Pisces. Full moon in Pisces tomorrow, but I believe they are saying that the moon is in Pisces already right now, or about to be. Tonight it's in Pisces already, but tomorrow is a full moon. So this, with full moons comes closures, full moons comes completions, full moons comes endings. But it's also, the Mercury retrograde is also starting, I think today, if I'm not mistaken. And Mercury retrograde is just about reevaluating things, rethinking things, making sure that everything's on point, rereading everything, past coming back, and past you don't have to be anything negative. Past can be anything. Friends, people you've been friends with from the past that you come across. Past decisions coming to you, whether that's good or bad. So it's a lot of astrological things that's happening right now. I'm not an astrologist, though I do need to study on that. But there's 4 or 5 other planetary aspects that are retrograding right now also. So I feel like there's a lot of transformations happening in everybody's lives right now. So what's changing in your life? What's growing in your life, Scorpios? I hope y'all can hear me. I don't know. I have my earpieces on, but hopefully y'all can hear me. Spirit, what divine messages do you have for the Scorpios? What divine messages? For me as a Scorpio, I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, and there's been definitely a lot of endings, a lot of closures, a lot of clarity, a lot of transformation, a lot of abundance, a lot of greatness. Sometimes when things end, especially when when you weren't expecting it, when you had plans for it, good intentions behind it, and it ends, don't get upset, don't get mad, don't get sad. I mean, feel what you feel. You feel things for a reason, and that's definitely what I've learned today. I was feeling something the past couple of days towards somebody, and I didn't understand why. It was more so on the negative side, and I didn't understand why. Because there's really no feelings behind it. There's no ill feelings. I don't hate the person. I don't dislike the person. It just didn't work out. It didn't work out. All I know is my intentions was pure, as always, and it just didn't work out. But for some reason, when the person was in my presence, and I think because at the end of the day, it wasn't my energy. It was somebody else's. It was that person's energy. So I asked Spirit, And I asked Spirit, I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Like, why am my reaction or my response to this person is more on the negative side? And finally, you know, Spirit answers me and says, because what you gave to that person was of spirits. Because that's the realm. That's my life purpose, is speaking, Spirit speaking through me. Okay, I'm a vessel, right? I'm a messenger. So when people come across my path, especially people that I let in, you know, what's the word? It's transformative, right? Like, we would hang out all the time, and randomly I would just start talking about something, just whatever was on my heart. I would just start talking, right? And I'd be like, I don't even know why I'm saying this, but apparently it needs to be said. And I turn back and look at the person, and this person is crying. I'm like, what'd you cry for? She said, because you were speaking to me. I was like, what? And it's funny because I asked God, I asked Spirit, like, that's what I want to do. I mean, I love this. I love cards, but I want to get to the point, well, I don't need cards. I use cards because it's fun. These cards are magical. Like, they be telling you about you, and you're like, these are cards. How do you know that? So, like, I was speaking to this person's soul, right? Unintentionally, unaware. Speaking to this person's soul, helping this person to heal, right? And, you know, we was helping each other, and we was there for each other. And so when things didn't go this person's way, when things took a left turn unexpectedly on both sides, like, this person wasn't appreciative of me as a person, as a friend, and realizing that I was genuinely helping this person in all realms and all facets. So when this person has said something, whether they meant it or I don't know what was going through the person's mind, I took offense to it as me as an individual, and I think Spirit took offense to it because when this person came around or when this person hit me up, my response was more so on the negative side, and I as a human being didn't understand because that's not how I felt. So I think now, as I was walking through the park, I'm walking out in nature, I was talking to Spirit, asking, like, why was I feeling this way, feeling that way? And Spirit was like, because that was Spirit feeling that way. No, retrograde is not a bad thing. People view it as a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. Retrograde is like is reviewing. So when things happen in your life, things pop up in your life, or things that you think you could view as a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. It's something that needs to be reviewed, revitalized, reassessed. You need to rethink it. You need to review it. You need to, and it's probably something that when bad things happen in your life at that moment, it's because it's not supposed to be in your life, or something's supposed to change. Like, for instance, if you're in a relationship or a friendship or some kind of ship, right? And it gets during retrogrades, when it starts getting rocky, or things are said and things are done that go against you or go against that person. It just means that either y'all need to communicate what's up, or realize, like, we're not supposed. This is where our journey stops. So when relationships ends during Mercury retrogrades or any kind of retrogrades, that means that relationship, whatever ship that is supposed to end, it's supposed to change, or it's supposed to grow. That's all that is. That's all retrograde is. And when it comes to Mercury retrograde, Mercury is all about communications, technology, and all that stuff. So when your electronics and when things starts acting up, that's probably whatever you're trying to do probably needs to. It probably, like, for instance, when the pre-shadow retrograde started, I was trying to buy plane tickets, and like, it kept fucking up. I'm like, right when I find a great deal, I was trying to get it, but then it wouldn't let me purchase it. I'm like, why the fuck? It's like here it goes. The Mercury retrograde shit is fucking up my shit. I'm trying to buy these plane tickets, and it won't let me do it. It would not let me purchase the tickets. I was online for like a couple of hours trying to purchase them freaking tickets. And so when stuff like that, when it comes to technology, or when they say during Mercury retrograde, when it comes to contracts, when you're coming to a contractual agreement, whatever it is, buying a car, buying something expensive, or coming into a contractual agreement with somebody, when you have to literally sign on the dotted line, read that contract, read all the stipulations, read whatever the hell you gotta read, or ask all the questions that needs to be asked, before you really sign on that dotted line. Make sure you know what the hell you're doing. Don't be moving too fast. Don't be moving too impulsively. When it comes to Mercury retrograde or any kind of retrograde, it just makes you sit down and think. It just makes you sit in the present moment and be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what is happening in that moment. Just don't be too impulsive and don't move too fast. That's all really what it is. And when shit goes left, from relationships to friendships to whatever the case may be, that probably means that journey with that person, with that job, with that situation, with whatever that is supposed to end. That's when you come into the clarification, okay, we ain't supposed to be in each other's lives. This is where our journey ends. Or we need to have a conversation so we can be on the same page, same accord. So either we're moving forward or we're moving in a different direction or we're moving separately. That's all that is. Mercury retrograde, any other retrograde is not bad. It's just a turning point in your life. It's just a turning point. It's just what's that word? It just popped up in my mind and I lost it. Not a turning point. Also, turning point, but also freak. I mean, I guess, okay, don't go turning point because I can't think of the other word. It's a turning point in your life for you to realize, be in the present moment to realize, where do you go from here? Where do y'all go from here? Where does this go from here? Okay? Scorpios. Spirit, what divine messages do you have for Scorpio? But anyways, back to my story. But yeah, Spirit just told me, because Spirit was hurt from that person when the situation between me and this person, it was going left unexpectedly for both of us. How that person reacted showed that person's true colors, showed that person's true intentions to me, and also clearly to Spirit, which I'm pretty sure Spirit already known. But for me to become aware of it and me speaking through Spirit, or Spirit speaking through me, Spirit took offense to what that person said and that person's intention. So my reaction to this person coming back around to handle a situation, like that person was confused. Hell, I was confused because it wasn't of me, it was of Spirit. Spirit didn't like that this person did not appreciate what I had to offer, because what I had to offer, what I gave to this person was of Spirit, was from Spirit. So maybe you're going through something like that, Scorpio. Maybe something or somebody in your life like took advantage, or you realize that this person's the situation's true intentions, and that you're realizing this person took advantage of you. Or Spirit, Scorpio, maybe this was you. Maybe you took advantage of somebody, and everything is unfolding. Everything is being enlightened. But for me personally, as me being a Scorpio sun, a lot of Scorpio in my chart, a person's true intentions was enlightened to me, and I had to make changes, and the changes that was made really diverted me into the right direction that I'm supposed to be on. Not saying that this person was supposed to come into my life or vice versa, because it made me realize, because I kept asking, like, okay, so it didn't work out how I expected, how that person expected. So Spirit, what was the reason why we came in each other's lives? And I realized because I had a messages for this person. I'm a healer. This person came into my life because I helped her. Now, if she took it in, that's on her. That's not on me. That's on her. I delivered the message. I delivered what I was supposed to do in this person's life. That person came into my life in that moment to help when I needed that help, and this is what it is. It just didn't last longer than what we thought it would have been. When I thought about 5-year plan, she was in it. This person was in it, but it just didn't work out. But because it didn't work out, that's fine, because the person who was supposed to be in my life is now in my life. Now we in each other's life, and we are on the journey that we are supposed to be in. So everything worked out for me. For that person, I don't know. But yeah, so Scorpio, maybe you're going through something similar. So like I said, if things have ended in your life right now between you and another person, and between you and a situation, if you're feeling hurt, if you're feeling sad, feel what you feel, but don't hold on to that feeling. Ask Spirit, ask God, why did it happen? Why did this happen? Why did this end? And be open to receiving that answer. It's just the end of y'all's journey. Some people are seasonal. Some situations are seasonal. Some people for a lesson. And that's probably what it is. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving forward. Now you're getting on the right track in your life.
Okay. All right.
Hold on one second. Okay. So the card that jumped out was career. So maybe this has to do with your career, Scorpio. This message has to do with something in your career. Maybe the message I just, preset, the pre-message, has something to do with your career. Broken wishbone. Wish would not be granted. So maybe you was hoping for something to happen in your career or something involving your career, and it did not happen. And you're like, what the fuck? I thought when you're supposed to set your intentions, set your manifestations, and this is what I wanted, and it didn't happen. Okay, but maybe it just wasn't supposed to happen the way you expect it to happen. Okay, doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen the way you expect it. So whatever you was wishing for, it did not happen. It's okay. Just know that God got something greater for you. Spirit, what divine message do you have for the Scorpios? What divine messages do you have for the Scorpios? I posted on Instagram. I posted on my page books that I just bought and I'm starting to read. I finished a small one. If you look on my page, on my Instagram page, the smallest book that was in the middle, because it's like 5 books. The small one, I just completed that book, and it says that don't be so fixated, don't be so attached to your desires, don't be so attached to your intentions, don't be so attached to what you're trying to manifest, don't be so attached to your plans, because maybe you got something. Oh, my food is ready. Maybe you got a plan for something, right? And you're envisioning, you know what you want. Spirit is telling you, okay, put your plans out there and just let it go. Because when you're so attached to how the outcome of things, you're so attached to things happening the way you expect it, you're gonna miss the blessing of how God wants you to have it. Like how Spirit could give it to you could be greater, could be grander than what you're expecting. So, okay, yeah, set your intentions, set your manifestations, set your plans, let it go, and be open to what the universe is going to give to you, because it might be 1,000 times better than what you expect. Okay, I need to go get my food. Fuck. Let me just get one more card, because this was a good reading in itself from the message I had to give to y'all, and these cards that I'm pulling out. Let me get one more card. I told you it's gonna be short and sweet. One more card. Spirit, can I get one more card for the Scorpios, please? And it's still windy. I don't want my cards to fly away like it just did. And it's getting dark. I need to walk home. I don't want to walk in the dark. It's a nice little vibe over here. There's like these little bars and restaurants in this neighborhood that I live in, but I still gotta walk home. Okay, one more card, please. I mean, I could use cards, but let's see. Let me get one more card for the Scorpios, please. Spirits, what divine message do you have for the Scorpios? What divine messages do you have for the Scorpios? Okay, let me get just... Alright. Wishbone. So you go from broken wishbone to wishbone. A wish is granted. So it just reiterating confirmation on what I just said. Yes, you got a plan. You got a plan for your life. You got a plan for your career, because obviously this is about your career. And that's good, because like that. Matter of fact, let me tell you what the book is. Deepak Chopra, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Get it. This little book is like $8, 7 something. It's $8 on Amazon. It's a great freaking book. Get this book, and it says, oh damn, it's like, oh, I lost my thought. It's like, I mean, basically what I just said, because that's what I got that idea from the book. Set your plans. Oh, that's what. Okay, that's what it was. I forgot word for word what it said in the book. Basically, it says, life, like, you got to have a vision. If you don't have a vision, yes, good, get it on Amazon. It's a great book. It's a great freaking book. if you're all about learning and growing spiritually, especially in life. So I can't remember word for word what it says in the book, and I just read it like an hour ago.
You know what I mean? Like,
Life doesn't move, or life doesn't get ahead without a vision. You gotta have a vision. At the end of the day, you have to have a vision, right? Yes, you have a vision. Picture your life, however you want your life, whatever you want in life. Picture it. If you could see it in your mind's eye, it will manifest. The thing is, when you have that vision and you set your intentions, you set your manifestations, you pray about it, you write it down, you speak it, do it all what you got to do, you just let it go. Let it go. That's the form of detachment. Let it go. Because when you keep thinking about it, you keep holding on to it, you keep like, I want, I need, I desire. I want this right now. I want it exactly how I want it, or this is how I expect it. You can get that. I'm not saying you can't get that. You can get that. The thing is, the universe, God probably has something grander for you, way better for you. So you get what you ask for, especially Scorpios, because Scorpios are natural manifestors. You get what you ask for, but there's going to be a lesson behind it. There's going to be something happen where it's going to be a lesson behind it. And that lesson at the end of the day, I mean, it's a lesson that needs to be learned in your life, but really the lesson at the end of the day, what this lesson is right here is have your vision, set your plans, set your intentions, but let it go and let the universe bless you how God expects you to have it, okay? For instance, like, okay, the car that I just got, I wanted a Tesla Model X. That's the most expensive Tesla, right? Well, not the most expensive, there's more expensive ones. And really I heard it from a song, Janae Aku. I forgot the title of the song, but she says in her Model X, stunting on my X in my Model X. I'm like, ooh, I want a Model X. That bitch is $100 and something $1,000 car. I'm like, so I want it. Not saying I can't get it, right? But so I'm setting my attention on getting this Model X as soon as possible, right? But then like I ended up only at this moment in time able to get a Tesla Model Y, which is very similar to the X. It's just a model down. And instead of being upset, instead of being like, well, I want a Model X, but fuck it, I'll just get this car. No, I was grateful because it's like, it's still a bomb ass car, and it's an expensive car. It's still bomb. So, and I mean, not saying I can't get the Model X. That's future tense, but as of right now, this is what I got, and I'm very appreciative. I love the car. I freaking love the car. It's a blessing. So you have your vision, but let God handle it and let the universe bless you with what you're supposed to have. Do you understand that? Am I clear? Do I make sense? Okay, let me go get my freaking food. And so I think this is why you get the wish granted after the wish will not be granted. It's because if you just let it flow and let the universe bless what you're supposed to have, the way the universe and God wants to bless you, then you'll get your wish granted even better than what you expected. Bottom of the deck. Gong. An exciting event. So when you just flow in life, be water, great things will happen for you, Scorpio. Great things. Anyways, that was a beautiful message. It was a beautiful reading. Sorry I had to be quick. Sorry you only got 3 cards, but it's still a profound message. Until next time, let me go get my food. Bye.